Thanks for supporting the channel, guys. Really appreciate it over the years. As you guys know, I started Huntstock, something I'm super passionate about, trying to make the best possible hunting show there is, and we'd love to see you at Huntstock. If you've been before, hopefully you enjoyed yourself and you'll be back. And if you're new and you haven't come this year. It's an awesome event. It's worth the drive. We got one in Massachusetts, August 7th, 8th, and 9th, and one in the Midwest in Wisconsin, Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, July 17th through the 19th. They make great Christmas presents, so if you want to, we're going to extend the Cyber Monday deal we had, which was 33% off the door price. You just got to use code XMAS, XMAS, and we'll have that going all the way through until January 1st. So cheapest tickets that you can get, use code XMAS, and come out and see us at Huntstock. It's an awesome time, and we hope to see you guys there. Again, thank you very much for the support. Hope you enjoy this awesome hunt that I had in Vermont on opening day this year. Let us know in the comments what you think, and appreciate if you subscribe and like and share the videos. Thanks a lot, guys. Appreciate it. Heading to Vermont, dude. Vermont deer camp, favorite weekend of the year. I got buddies sending me texts going, Pat, what the hell are you doing going to Vermont to hunt 80 and 100-inch deer when you're after a 160? And I was like, dude, this happens every year. I've got a good one that's like we're starting to figure out in Massachusetts, and then rifle opener happens in Vermont, and I wouldn't miss it. I just would not miss it for the world. Favorite environment to be in. I like to get out and stretch the legs, but like clockwork, dude, I bet you that while we're up there, that's when the Marine's gonna start to make himself super visible. You can't miss it. I look forward to it every year. We're gonna throw some classic rock on and enjoy this 3.5-hour drive up to Vermont.
I'm a stone's throw from the cabin, just a bird's eye view away. The flickered glow from the warm wood stove, inviting me to stay. Ramshackle as she is, she's my respite from the wild, and her history rejuvenates me. I think I'll stay here a while.
Best part about this, you can crack one in the car.
She's my deer camp, and to you she don't seem much, but she's my deer camp. She requires a hunter's touch. We ain't got no running water or TV screens. In fact, what we got is a bunch of good old boys keeping her intact.
Relax, Tundra. Okay, here we go. There's a buck on the porch.
Huh?
There's a buck on the porch.
Where? I ain't one.
200-pounder. Chums, this is Griffin. Griffin, that's Chumley.
They both.
Hit.
Guys, this is Griffin.
Hey guys,
Griffin. Hi, Griffin. Are you filming right now?
Yes.
Young ears hear the band around the table where the old boys sit and play. Dealer's choice, tossing nickels and dimes, reminiscing about their days. On the plywood hangs a list of every deer they've slayed. You won't find many big bucks there, but it's plenty just the same. She's my deer camp, and to you she don't seem much, but she's my deer camp.
I really want to do a big still hunt today, but it's gonna be super crunch. It's not as quiet as I thought it was gonna be in the morning, but that's all right. You and I walked around the woods and crunchy stuff before.
Oh yeah.
We can do it. But a lot of these woods up here, you know, once it gets open, you want to just cover ground to get through it, you know, move pretty fast. I think the prospects for today are awesome. Nice cold weather. We got a lot of hunters, almost a full camp. We had nine people in there. So everything feels good. Be using my grunt tube today a little bit. I suppose I gotta get
This morning we're just gonna go up here, sit on that, and overlook this little saddle. Just for the first half hour here. See that saddle?
Mm-hmm.
We'll just get up in there.
I was just saying I never killed a three-pointer.
He just went down right there.
What?
I think he just piled up right there.
Yeah, he's right there.
Good dog, man. You gotta see that.
We didn't even have to do it. We didn't even have to do it. Or a big still hunt. And there was a deer that came down over there that was big.
Dude came right up.
Right at the saddle, just like they said. In the morning, just sit on a little saddle. Let's go check this deer out. Nothing better than camp deer, man. There's just nothing. Deer in that grass right here.
Yep.
Where is he? Do you see him?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is down there. Well, I was really looking forward to a long still hunt today. I thought it was going to be quiet this morning. We had wet leaves yesterday. It rained yesterday. And then overnight we got some snow. And it's in the 20s. So it was really crunchy this morning. But the plan was to do a big 5 mile, 6 mile loop through here and just still hunt, check the territory out. There's really nice bucks in this patch of woods here. You know, there's every year I've got 4 or 5 different, you know, nice racked bucks in this patch. It's just kind of a hard patch to get to. But when I come up to camp, I shoot what's legal. And I've never shot a 3-pointer before, so I told some buddies in a group chat, yeah, I'm going to Vermont to get my first 3-pointer. And that's what happened. Just looking at OnX this morning, I'd never been in this particular small part. We're only, I don't know, what, 200 yards off that logging road?
That's it.
Something like that, 300. But you know, if it wasn't crunchy, I was going to plan to still hunt right away and not sit in the morning.
but it was crunchy. So we looked at OnX, found a little knob that we were sitting on up there with a saddle going through on the bottom. I said we'll sit there the first half hour of the day, just overlooking that saddle, and then we'll get our still hunt going. And we heard something big, singular, come down off the hill over here. I thought that deer was going to filter through the funnel. You know, I'm pretty sure that was probably a buck, and sounded like a heavy deer. Got pushed by probably another opening day hunter coming in from down that way. Never saw that deer, but I think we started hearing him again right before. Then I heard this guy coming from our right, down from the logging road, and I picked him up in the scope, and I was like, "Oh, come on, don't be a spike horn." And he turned, and I could see that little flyer coming off the back there. He forked out, and he just kept coming. I mean, he was probably only 20 yards when I shot him.
If that.
He was right below us.
When you shot him, I'm looking to the viewfinder, and he's just getting closer and closer. I'm like, this thing's gonna run over me.
There you go. That's a typical, stereotypical, classic deer camp buck for our camp there. Would have shot him when I was 11, and I'll still shoot him now. So I'm pumped, man. This is great, and the meal tonight's gonna taste that much better. We've got our Saturday night meal we've been doing at camp since the beginning of camp, and it never changes. And that's the best thing about tradition. Traditions stay the same. You pass them down, and that meal's gonna be great tonight. I can't wait for you to have it for the first time too.
Oh, I'm pumped.
Good thing I got that premium paper when we were here a few weeks ago. So for any new hunters out there who don't know what a saddle is, it's just a low point between two high points. And here it is right here. This is what that buck came up from. There's a swamp on the other side of the road. Came out of the swamp, across this little logging road, and he just used this saddle. They're great travel features for deer. We were up on the high point over there on that side, but rather than going through all this jagged, rough terrain on each side here, these bucks like to go right up the middle of them. It's also, they can mask. They don't like to travel on peaks a lot, or where they can be silhouetted or seen. They can hide right down through here. So it's always a good plan, especially in big woods. If you didn't do any scouting, you need a place to go sit, just go set a saddle. Find a saddle on OnX or whatever you're using. Old school topo maps. It's really easy to identify them on there. I'll do a video on it later. We'll do a whole video on how I use OnX, but yeah, saddles are always a good go-to spot if you didn't do any scouting. Just get up to one in the morning, sit for a little while, still hunt if you want, or sit it all day. They're great all-day rut spots. You can see their trail coming right here up the saddle.
That was a much smoother lift and entry than the other buck.
Half the size. One, two,
Place to
three,
ourselves, how
4,
about?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I've seen 12 trucks on this road.
Good Lord.
Wow. Love to see it though. I don't think Chris needs us to get in the woods and push, actually. There's plenty of guys moving deer around.
One day a city man came knocking, said he'd pay our worth ×3. And money's got a way of talking, but not here in these trees. To you she looks like nothing, but here's where I learned how to be. So keep your pretty pennies to yourself.
Cool. Nice to meet you.
Hi, good to see you again. Yeah, I got a nice buck in fact, let me show you a picture, in New Hampshire,
Oh yeah.
Thursday.
What are you taking it easy morning this morning?
Yeah, my friend's down here. I could have shot a forkhorn at before 7, but I've already gotten 3 deer. I don't really want one.
I think I shot the forkhorn.
You might have got him.
Yeah, he's in the back. You want to see
There you
him?
go, yeah.
Nice one.
180 pounds.
Yeah.
It was in
Beauty.
New Hampshire.
Oh yeah, I love it. That's exactly
Big
what
woods. Big woods.
I fish around a lot. My buddy Scotland is up in my camp right now.
Oh, you got a camp up here? Oh, no kidding. Other side.
I
Yeah,
like to access this block from this side because you can't really get in here. From
I don't
over
like
there.
hunting with this many people. That's why
There's so many people on this road.
I couldn't believe it. Yeah, we're so used to you going to New Hampshire, you don't see anybody.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was nice. That is a nice deer though.
Yeah, he's legal.
He's going to be good and eatable.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yeah. And then I got a doe with a muzzle loader in New Hampshire. So I'm like full of deer.
Yeah, you're like only if it's a really big
And
one.
what do? I see one first thing in the morning. It's like, Steve, where the hell are you?
Yeah.
You know, I told him to come this way,
Yeah.
and he said no.
So
I'm gonna
you
go
were over there?
No, I was right there.
Oh, right
I was
there.
right at the end of the pond.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was just over on this side.
Where'd you shoot him?
Right here.
Yeah,
right here.
he went this
he
way.
came up
He
through
went
a
this
saddle.
way. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him head back this way. Yeah, I knew he was gonna get shot. It was because I heard the shot a couple of minutes later.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, there he is. There he is. So no, it's a good morning. I mean, it's opening day. It's
Oh yeah.
tradition. There's a lot of guys out, so this is fun. Good. Congratulations. That's a nice one.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Bob Perry's the name.
Bob Perry. Okay.
Hey, good luck.
Yeah. You too.
Congrats.
Nice to meet you.
Yep. Nice to meet you guys. See ya.
Gonna see if there's any Topps NBA sports cards in here. I want to get a Cooper Flag rookie. All last year's stuff. All last year's. Gonna pass. Less than half the size of that other one. Let's go tend to camp. Get the sauce on early. Get undressed. And then dressed again, of course, just not in these clothes.
Check for tags.
Check for tags. Wash our hands in soap. And have a day at camp, huh?
Yes, sir.
Something really dumb.
What?
So I look at my my phone. I'm like, oh, sunset's at 4:30. That means legal's over at 4. I did a half hour early instead of a half hour late. And I get to my truck. I'm like, man, it's still pretty light out for legal. I get sleep deprived. Oh
So you had a rough day.
Yeah, that's all right. Well, congrats.
Thanks, man.
You want us? Can I see it?
Yeah.
I sat there last year. I haven't seen anything. Sweet.
Yeah.
Checked in.
Yep.
Cool.
Griffin, when you're making Pat's salad, can you make one for me too?
It's not even 6 o'clock and the jokes are already inappropriate.
Pat, why are you AI?
She's on the bed clearly.
Griffin takes great photos. He said AI editing or whatever. Looks like a painting.
No, this is like it's a seasonal thing. Nobody's there in the wintertime, and I guess like
All I can say is thank you.
It is actually a
Yep.
painting. I hired a painter. He tells me we're having an easel in the woods. It just works very quickly.
Colorado, and they couldn't ship it to the East because it wasn't pasteurized. I see. So Smokey and the Bandit, the movie was about like bringing beer to the East.
Oh,
Burt Reynolds.
okay.
You've never seen that movie?
Never heard of it.
Oh, are you kidding me? I have. You got it. This is a homework assignment.
I don't think I've seen Smokey and the Bandit either. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it. So I gotta watch Smokey and the Bandit and Blazing Saddles.
so IPAs. You know
You've
why
never
they're
seen
called
it?
IPAs or whatever? It's because Indian Pale Ales. Because back in was Indian trading company days, they make their beers incredibly hoppy to be able to last the ship wages.
was an awesome weekend at camp. Opening weekend never disappoints. I was able to get my first buck out here in a couple of years, so that was awesome. And Chris, my buddy from Massachusetts, Chris Rice, shot one this morning. I just went and helped him with it. He had a good blood trail, real good blood trail, although wasn't the right kind of blood, wasn't tons along, but there was a lot of blood, and we followed it for a ways, and we jumped him. The buck was actually bedded real close to the road up here, and we jumped him out of the bed. He was kind of moving pretty slow, and Chris took another shot, but I don't think he hit him in the second shot. Anyways, he crossed the road, and we just followed him for a good ways. It was about 800 yards from where he shot him as the crow flies, probably 1,000, 1,200 yards on the trail when we got to last blood, and then we decided to back out and have him call a dog. But the dog guys are all booked up, so he's going back in there now with Scotland, going back to last blood. They're going to move through there. I suspect that buck's going to be bedded pretty close to where he was, where we lost blood there. And we didn't really lose blood. It was just we decided, we lost it for 20 yards or so, and he was going into some thick stuff, and we decided to do a dog. So they're going to go back and check that last blood area and beyond it where we didn't go. And hopefully they'll find him bedded and get another shot. It was a pretty nice Vermont buck. It was like a 6 or an 8 pointer we saw when he got out of bed and crossed the road. But yeah, awesome weekend. I only get to come to Vermont basically one weekend now to hunt. It's always opening weekend. Got 2 days to do it, so when I come up here, I'm not picky, as you can see from the 3-pointer that we shot. And those bucks mean every bit as much to me as a big racked buck down in Massachusetts, or back closer to home. I've got more time during the week. I don't hunt weekends. I stay with the family during the weekends. This is the only time I'll hunt weekends, coming up to Vermont. So when I'm back home, I can be pickier because I've got 5 days a week to hunt, and I've got a lot more mature bucks in the area. So it's all about where you're at, where your location, the circumstances, and everything on what you decide to shoot, and it's up to everybody. But that's how I do it. When I come up here, I'm going to shoot anything legal. Down there, I'll pass a little bit more. Go get him.
Hopefully. Never know. He's disheartened, but
I know.
we'll get him.
Chris, keep your head up. Literally, and while you're gonna see him bedded or jumped again. Make sure you get a shot in.
Yep.
So yeah.
Try.
All right. Good luck. Let us know. Send us a dead deer pic.
She's my deer camp, and to you she don't seem much, but she's my deer camp. She requires a hunter's touch.